Is this shrinkflation? Obviously, it hasn't literally shrunk. Yeah, they're both A6. But why does the newer one seem cheaper? This one is from October 2022, and this one's from sometime in 2024. When I buy notebooks, I try to get a different one to help differentiate between them. But turns out this one was different anyway. It was similar, but different. My thing at the time was, well, I've already got one. Look. Obviously, I didn't say look. I knew that I got one from Morrison's that was black with faintly lined pages. I say faint because what I've found with these faint ruled pages is that they're less faint than like Tesco's notebooks, and they don't even mention faint, but they say lined or ruled or something like that. Obviously, it's not like, yeah, it's not black, but it's like a dark grey. This one's Tesco. Let's see if I can compare them. Okay, so these lines might be slightly thicker as well, but these look more faint than the ones from Tesco that don't mention faint at all. They just say lined pages. So the main difference that you'll notice between the two is that this, I don't know, binding metal coil. You see, this one's metallic coloured. It's like double. Also square holes, circle holes. These ones, it's thinner metal, painted black or coated black. Maybe that's just, maybe the other one's got a clear coating, so instead of the double thing that it does, and what I've written down in my notes is that it runs like orthogonally, if that helps explain it. I've got some visuals that I'll show as well, but it kind of goes like that, then goes around. But then this is basically just like a spring that's been twisted through each of the holes, and then it's got bent ends so that it doesn't eventually get wound off again either way. However, upon closer inspection, the newer notepad is more densely packed with holes. Maybe you can't really tell me, but don't worry, I've recorded more visuals. You know what, I'll count them right now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Hold on. 23. Okay. And then the other one, the old one, has 16. So it might be thinner metal, but it's wound more densely to, I guess, sort of compensate for the thinner metal that's been used. So it's stronger. I wrote like a couple analogies for it. Like, think of like lying on one nail versus upright versus a bed of nails, also all upright. Obviously with a normal nail, with just one nail, it's a lot of pressure at one point, but then when it's a whole bed of nails, the pressure points are distributed across your body. Because with non-nail, you basically just getting stabbed, right? Or well, I don't know, something popped into my mind like apes together strong or something like that. There's strength in numbers. That's it. Anyway, even though they have cheaped out on the metal that they've used, I assume based on the fact that it's thinner, the new one's thinner, and I'd argue it's a less sophisticated design for how it's been bent, because this it's. Let me just get a visual. To, it's bent one way, then goes around, and then with this one, it's just. I'm guessing it's fairly simple to, because it's uniform all the way around. Like any sort of excerpt of it can be like within this region, excluding like the bent end. Any excerpt is identical to any other of the same length, just rotated or not. Goodness me, I'm so bad at this. But the more you do it, the better you get. Okay, what else after? Right, I had another analogy. So, for example, you could also think of it as, I made a diagram. Think of like the extreme case. Well, based on just this is more about, and that would total a fifth of the amount of one. Oh, goodness, I'm terrible at this. So bad. Sorry. Tais-toi. Well, I don't know. Think instead of using filler words. Okay, and then after that, I sort of interpolated the analogy from one to many to less to many. Let's say instead they just lazily just put a thinner coil through each of the 16 holes instead of the 30 to 23 holes. This then it would be weaker and maybe could be prone to squishing or getting deformed. But yeah, well, you know, it's because obviously a manufacturer wouldn't want to put out a worse product if it was so much worse that it would just break, you know. But I will say, I assume they didn't invest a lot into like researching and developing this, because I found a very similar thing here, very similar design. So it's okay. I'm going to assume it's also 23, but you know they're both A6, just with a plastic thing, so it's slightly thicker instead of a metal spring going through, binding it all together. And they both have the same sort of circle, but with the tops chopped off, I guess. A shorter circle, a truncated circle, although, you know, it's like, because obviously a truncated triangle would be a hexagon, I think, or is truncated just the word for 3 dimensions? I don't know. Anyway, think of a circle and then chop the top bits off. Then it's you know. Yeah, that's what these both have in common. Among other things, you know, they both have paper inside and whatnot. Anyway. Paper. Now I want to say why I've mentioned this, because obviously, since it's more dense here, if it were to be those same sized full circles, there would be much less. Think of it. Think of the extreme case once again. If these were full circles instead of the smaller, shorter circles, the paper would come off much more easily, and it would be. Hold on. Just now I've noticed another difference. This is horrible. Anyway, if only I could say this better, more succinctly, among other things. But yeah, I don't know how to say this. Okay, think of it like this. If they were to just double it, so let's say it was 32 instead, then they'd have a hole here, 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 in the middle. So basically, it would just be a hole everywhere, and it would be loose, and then, you know, there's just the top and the bottom. But I've seen the new one, there's basically no top and bottom. So it's good that they've made it so there's more space between, more paper, so it's stronger. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to say, I think. Well, the gist of it anyway. Here's a quick aside. I'll come back to my problem I had that I just found, but quick aside, this is old. It's at least 6 years old, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's from 2018. Take a look at this, See? Same green thing from, what does it say there? Wait a minute. 21st of September, 2024. 11:30. What? What day is it today? 1st of July, 2024. 12:55 p.m. as in afternoon, you know. That hasn't happened yet. Full transparency, I did edit this image, as well as some of its metadata, because obviously I haven't been to that country. Okay, I'll show the real image now. There we go. 3rd of July, 2018. 10:51 a.m. Obviously, you know, I did just show you a fabricated image, you know, with the metadata change, but you'll have to trust me, but that image hasn't been edited. So, finally, the thing I literally, you're not going to believe me. No, but I did in fact only just notice this. So these pages, as well as, you know, having holes for the binding, it's been sort of perforated as well. Oh goodness, I'll have to record that as well then. It's also been sort of, you know, perforated so you could like tear them off. But this one, the new one, doesn't have that, it turns out. Look. So that means, you know, if you do have to tear them off, like you'll have to clean up the edges yourself. That's bad. That's actually bad. You know, that's lack of consideration, or, you know, corner cutting, something like that. Even this one, you know, design which it has similarities of, even they have it perforated. Meaning Morrison's have just been lazy here. Or they're copying another design, utilising a design which didn't implement the perforations either. Who knows? I can't be able to check that, you know. I'm not gonna. Anyway, yeah, I'm just showing off my observations, and I guess a bit of my opinion on it as well. There are angles there where, you know, it could be argued that, you know, it's more so it's I don't know, mutually beneficial, you know, so it's easier, cheaper for the manufacturer, and who knows, maybe this was cheaper. I don't know the price difference, unfortunately. I didn't keep the receipts. I don't know, maybe I could look online, like through also like Wayback Machine or something. I don't know. Oh, also, goodness me, I keep noticing things. 60 GSM paper, 70 GSM paper. At this scale, I don't really notice it. But, you know, it's like, come on, man. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe, like, there is that much of a difference in cost where it's worthwhile to switch to it. I don't know. I mean, you know, at this scale, anything feels like, I don't know, 90 GSM even. But obviously, if you've got, like, huge, like, A4, A3 notebooks that you're using, then obviously that's where you'll notice it more, because, you know, it's scaled up. But here, if you scale it down, you know, you can argue, you know, you're also scaling down in the thickness axis. I don't know, but yeah. But, you know, these are the same size, and so I guess, yes, it is shrinkflation. The metal shrunk, the paper shrunk, the covers as well. This one's so flimsy. Like, this is still cardboard. But both of the backs are still cardboard, by the way. I don't know if it's thinner. The different colour, you know, maybe that's just from aging or something. I don't know. But the older one looks, I don't know, lighter and cleaner. I don't know. Maybe they're using dirtier recycled paper or something. I don't know. Cardboard or something. I don't. Who knows? But they've got different barcodes, I believe. 5010 525. They both have that. But then the last second bit is 262345 089539. Maybe that's how you can find the price if you just look at that barcode. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. And then also, I don't know, there's this number here on the side of the barcode. 2235 for the old one. 3300 for the new one. Disappointing, I guess, as it turns out. Because No, it stopped recording. When? 51 minutes. Uh-oh. At least the audio's recording, and I've got this. Better than nothing, I guess. That's why you make backups, eh? Otherwise, I would just have audio. Which is... okay. Wait, what? 2025? What? Okay, no. Yeah, that's it. Fun fact. I keep going to the wrong one. Puma was started, I'm guessing, in 1948. Yeah, there's enough outtakes. I should stop. Well, right, I'll stop and say, oh, so I guess it is shrinkflation. I would have thought, even I didn't know that before I started recording this right now. What is it? The more you know, I don't know. Anyway. Originally, before turning this shirt inside out, I just put on a vest, and I don't know, I thought it looked weird, so eventually I just came up with turning this shirt inside out so I wouldn't be, proudly promoting, some brand again. Yeah. Does this look good? Okay, I've just got one final thing to say that I've noticed as I was recording the extra bits. I noticed another thing. It's I don't know. It's just a little thing, but it just looks weird. Just how high at the top this is. Like with how it's 3, it's like uncomfortably high. It's like it's roughly the same height as the green one, but just with it going from top to bottom the way this does, it looks weird. It looks abnormally big. Yeah. But I guess, form over function, function over form, I guess, but with this new version. Sorry I'm so close. Too late now, I guess. Yeah, it's just heavy, and I don't have to set up the camera under the light again. I'll put a picture of it. Maybe I already did, I don't know.